Hello guys! Today we're going to be playing Assemble with Care. I saw this on the Steam store and I was going to play a different game initially, and I saw this one. I thought it was so cute and I thought it was so cool. And yeah, it's basically one of those puzzle games where you go and you try to figure out how to fix things. I think it's in the name, I guess. And yeah, I wanted to play this game. It was only for like $4, so I thought it's very cheap for it, and I love the art style, so I am excited to play it with you guys. And yeah, let's get into it. Maria's mix. Okay, we're gonna drag this in here. We're starting with some cassette. Aww. Okay, I guess we're gonna be plugging in some headphones. Okay. I am too young for a cassette tape. I've never actually used a cassette really, in my entire life. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Our style's pretty.
After a year on the road, I thought I'd get tired of traveling. The endless clatter of railways, highways, and everything in between.
I have to say though, traveling can be exhausting, so I see where you're going with that.
But as my train pulled into the station at Bellariva, I felt every bit as excited as the first day of my journey. A whole year. It felt like a lifetime. The places I'd seen, the people I'd met, of course, the forgotten treasures I'd given a new lease of life along the way.
Aww.
I'm a restorer by trade. Bringing our most beloved possessions back to life is what I love to do. I'd been traveling for months, working my way from one town to the next, fixing everything from family heirlooms to VCRs.
That reminds me of that lady on TikTok that, I don't know if you guys have seen her. I don't know the name. I'm really bad with remembering names. But she takes people's stuffed animals and she goes and pulls out the stuffing in them, and then goes and cleans them up, re-sews them back together, and tries to restore them as much as possible, and then puts the old stuff inside a little envelope so that way it still has its old stuff, and it's so cute. And she tells a story of why this special little friend was important to the owner, and I love it. It's adorable. If you ever have a chance, check out her TikTok. I'm sure you could probably look up the stuffed animal restorer, and probably her thing would probably be the first thing that pops up. But her feed is just so wholesome and heartwarming, and it's just so cool to watch.
Bellariva was my chance to take a break. Unfortunately, that would have to wait until after I'd unpacked.
Ooh, some unpacking. Okay. I didn't get a set of instructions before I played this game. I didn't see any controls. It just took me straight into the cassette, and I was not able to
I picked up these sunglasses on my last lap.
I wasn't able to go and do any adjustments to it, so if the sound is loud, I'm so sorry.
I saw a guitarist wearing these at a show once. Rock and roll repair woman.
Actually, those are cute. My favorite thing are chunky earrings, but my thing is they can't dangle too long. They can't be too long that they dangle and get in my hair, because my hair can't get ripped out for any reason. I cannot allow it.
My passport. Not many blank pages left now.
Yeah, that is something I cannot relate with. I have not traveled. I used to travel a ton when I was 8 to 9 or 10 years old, because my parents traveling throughout the Caribbean. But then we stopped, and we haven't really done it much since. But we keep it to small vacations. But I've seen almost every Caribbean island, but I have not, because of that, I have not renewed my passport since then.
The tools of my trade. No hope of restoring things without these.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love a scrunchie? Practical and stylish.
But yeah, I like chunky earrings, and I love anything that I can get my hands on that is just a weird thing to wear in your ear. Like, I love knife earrings.
My favorite overalls. These will never go out of style. Looking forward to
Disposable
taking more
camera.
close-ups of my fingers with this. My parents took this after I made my first pair. Seems like a lifetime ago. I'll hand these out once I'm settled in. Fingers crossed they get me some work.
Oh, I finished the level.
Finally, I'd made it to Bella Riva. I'd come for the food festival, taking place in a few days' time. After living off TV dinners and instant ramen for the last few months, I was craving a decent meal.
Girl, I relate. I like I'm a college student, so like for me, like at times I will just buy chicken tenders and ramen. I'll just buy chicken tenders and ramen and try to make the healthiest meal I can, but it's not gonna happen. I don't have enough money to actually go and like make like a decent meal, and then I have like chronic fatigue, so like it's really hard to like make anything.
Of course, I'd need to earn enough money to pay for it, so I figured I'd head out the next day and find some work.
So like it's really hard for me to make anything because I have to make sure it's not gonna expend my energy.
My parents never wanted me to go. They wanted me to stay in their shop and have a simple, stationary life. I knew there was a world out there, beyond the four walls of our antique store, that I had to be a part of. I daydreamed constantly about the weird and wonderful places each of our antiques came from. I loved figuring out their stories, revealing the memories hidden beneath the screws and wires.
There's some cool things about restoration.
My story in Bella Riva began with a little girl, and a voice she was longing to hear.
Aw, what is she trying to hear? Welcome to Bella Riva, complete level 1. Let's try this. Okay.
It was my first morning in Bella Riva, and I couldn't wait to leave my hotel and explore. It was a quiet town, its streets and alleyways basking peacefully in the hot morning sun.
Yeah, like
In the main square, meanwhile, preparations were underway for the festival in a few days' time.
okay.
As I handed out my flyers, I wondered what the people of Bella Riva would need me to fix. So far, everything here seemed perfect. I was starting to worry I'd made a mistake when I felt someone tapping me on the back.
Hi, I'm Izzy. Do you know how to fix things?
It was a little girl, maybe 7 years old, who must have gotten hold of one of my flyers. She rummaged around in her backpack until she hauled out a battered red cassette deck.
My tape is broken and I can't make it work anymore. I tried to fix it myself, but there's this metal thing in the way. Can you try?
Ooh. Oh, I get to do it now. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're gonna put you here. Okay, I guess eject. Pencil? I know you're supposed to screw something on this. Like, my parents used to say that you have to, like... Okay, so... Ooh, okay. That's what I was supposed to do. Okay. So, we're gonna screw you. Kind of wish you gave instructions. Okay. Alright, if I had more instructions, this would be a lot easier. Okay, so you're gonna go here.
Aha! Those batteries look like they need replacing. Luckily, I have some spares.
Okay. See. Okay. Do I use the pencil now? No. Okay. So I have to... okay. I'm going to take it out. And then I'm going to go... No. Let me grab it. Can I grab you? No. This is annoying. I just want to grab you so that way I could take you out. Okay. There has to be something I can do with this pencil in this thing. Like, it would make the most amount of sense. Or maybe this? Can I? Yes, thank you. This. And we're gonna go
Why did you do that?
there. Okay. So whenever there is a space highlighting the thing, go in, tap on the white space. Okay. And play.
Will you dream a dream for me? If I sit by your side and hold you so tight.
When it finished, Izzy picked up the tape deck and tucked it carefully
Aww.
into her backpack.
It's her mother singing, I guess. Her mother, maybe her mother died or something, and this is all she's got. Like, kind of like a Peter Quill situation from, like, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Thanks, Maria. You're the best person at fixing things ever.
No problem. Who was that singing? They're very good.
It's my mum. She's not here anymore.
Izzy trailed
Yep,
off.
Peter Quill.
It was the kind of silence a cassette tape would never be enough to fill. When Izzy's friends called for her, she dug deep into her pockets, looking for something to pay me with. Eventually, she produced a grand total of a stick of gum, 3 mismatched buttons, and a yo-yo. I usually preferred a check, but Izzy looked so serious, I wrote out a full receipt. She seemed like a happy kid, but beneath it all, part of her life had been shattered.
Yeah.
Part I wouldn't be able to fix.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to fix that. That's a lifelong trauma. You know? Having your parent be dead so young. Ooh. Okay, so shattered. Can I assume
My
that's
first
gonna
repair
be-
complete, I spent the rest of the day doing small jobs in and around the square.
Okay.
I was exhausted when I got back to my hotel and found a message asking me to make one more visit.
All right.
The address led me to a quaint little house, a stone's throw from the beach. Bathed in the evening light, it looked beautiful, in spite of its flaking paintwork and chipped tiles.
I love how this whole thing looks like an illustrated storybook. Like, it feels so beautiful.
The front door was opened by a harried-looking man, still dressed from a long day at the office.
Are you Maria? My name's Joseph. I'm Isabel's father.
Harried-looking man? Is he? Maybe there's a different word. That's a different word than what I'm thinking it is. But he's not that hairy. I don't know. Maybe I need to brush up on my vocabulary, because I don't know. That does not look right.
I'm so sorry she bothered you this morning. Please, come in. I'd like to settle up properly.
On the mantelpiece, I saw the remains of a broken statue. Without thinking, I picked up a fragment.
Ah, my father's statue. What's left of it, at least. Yet another way I'd have disappointed him. It survived 100 years in this family. But 5 minutes with Isabel and... Do you think you can salvage it?
Yeah, I can salvage it. Though I don't think it's 100 years old because it looks like an action figure. But we'll try.
Will you
Okay.
be able to see the glue afterwards? I don't want people seeing the cracks.
Yes. Okay. Let's turn this over.
Is this glue really strong enough to hold everything together?
Yeah, dude. Should be fine. And if you look, the cracks are barely noticeable. Besides, you're giving it character. You're giving, you're gonna be able to tell a story. This has been in your family for so long, and it's something that has survived even what you thought was unfixable, and it's now will look way better than you thought it it would. I think about it like that. I really like those, the style of, like, there's a style where basically you take a item that has broken, but instead of like throwing it away or doing, like, just giving up on it, you're just like, oh, I'm gonna go and make sure we accentuate the cracks. So they put like gold, or they put silver, they put something on it. It accentuates the fact that it's broken, and that's okay that it's broken. My mom probably is not the type of person that would be like, yeah, this is a good thing to accentuate, broken things. But something being broken kind of tells the story. It helps, sure, it's not there ideally the way that you wanted it to be in. It's not in the shape you
Sometimes
ideally.
I think my daughter should come with a warning label.
You ideally wanted the condition you ideally want it to be in, but it's something. It has a better fate because you're able to say that, like, this has survived and this has been that. You don't look at like a book that has aged with years and say, oh, we should throw it away because it's yellowing, or the glue's giving way. No, you honor it because even though it's weathering, there's nothing wrong with it. That just needs a little bit of help. You just don't give up on it. I don't know. That's my position on this, and that's why I like this game. The other reason why I chose this game.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Maria. It looks as perfect as it ever did. My father wanted me to make something of myself. He didn't have time for anything less.
As Joseph put the statue back on the shelf, it nudged against the family portrait and stood proudly next to it. So he was Bellariva's mayor. And that was Izzy's mom. They must both miss her so much.
Sorry, I'm a little tired. I've been working late getting things sorted for the festival. There's only a few days to go. Looks like I'll be working late. Again?
When I told my parents I wanted to leave, they always found an excuse to be busy, to avoid talking about it. I guess keeping themselves occupied was their way of pretending it wasn't happening.
Yeah, but they needed to be there, so that way they can have their last moments before you left. Now they don't have any more.
Joseph's work must have been taking up so much of his time. But maybe that was what he wanted. I just hoped he was finding enough time for Izzy, too.
Statue of Limitations. Oh, that's kind of funny. Ooh, a telephone.
My second day in Bellariva dawned bright and clear. Another beautiful sunny morning. Walking into town, I passed cafes overflowing with customers cradling their morning coffees. I stopped, breathing in the smell of roasted coffee beans and freshly baked pastries. I was about to go inside when the owner of Carmen's, the cafe next door, stopped me.
Hello, Maria? Were you here yesterday handing out flyers? I have a job for you.
Her place was petite, tucked between its competitors as if hoping they wouldn't notice. Judging by the empty tables inside, though, her potential customers hadn't noticed
Well,
it
there's
either.
nothing wrong with having a small shop. Small shops are actually wonderful. I've actually been to like many small businesses that are like local coffee shops and local ramen shops, and we have like even boba shops here. And it's going in there, you're getting an experience. You're getting, you're in there to like just try it, and you're sure they don't have enough space to have like a full-fledged restaurant, but it doesn't make it any less than any other restaurant. Like one of my favorite Indian we have an Indian restaurant by my house, and that Indian restaurant tastes so amazing. My parents can't handle the spice, but personally I really like it.
It's a bit slow today, but we're just getting started. I'm sure it'll pick up soon.
As Carmen chatted, she walked over to the counter and returned with an old rotary phone.
Ooh, an old rotary phone. Another thing that is older than me.
At least I've got plenty of time to practice my recipe for the festival. It's a new special I've been working on. I was hoping to call my sister for some seasoning tips, but it won't connect. Can you see if you can figure out what's wrong?
Okay. Let's first... We're gonna figure this out. But yeah, the other reason why is that currently my brothers, they actually fix old video game consoles. They do like the Wii, and they have refurbished their own Nintendo 64, and they've just refurbished different consoles, and they just do that because they wanted to give themselves a proper education of how to like actually fix things. The only way to really truly do that would be to just go and take something apart to figure out why it doesn't work. Okay, click the wire and drag it to the toolbox to detach it. Click the wire and drag it to the toolbox. Okay. Yeah, you have a really bashed up internals in here. Let's replace your wire. Ooh, now it's working. So now let's get this on. But yeah, they go and they repair these things, and I'm really proud of them for it. They're really doing a phenomenal job, and I love that they're... Am I missing something? Oh! I need to replace the bells. I should replace the bells. Oh yeah, this one's broken. But I really admire of my brothers that they're teaching themselves through taking apart these consoles, because you know, everything I've ever done, I've taught myself. I have found ways to teach myself how to do it, and I can acknowledge it can be hard sometimes to do that. And so I'm proud of them that they you know, are teaching themselves through going and doing this. Oh, let me actually keep the phone. Nope. Yes. You want to turn it upside down. I forgot. I have to put the screws. Really? Okay. So I am missing something. Ah. My neck rest just... Come on, let it go. My neck rest just fell. Happens, I guess. But yeah, so I guess I need to unscrew these, figure out what I'm missing, because I think yes, I heard the first time. Can you like not? But yeah, comment like if you just so that way, if you like games like this, like, please comment, because I really like playing these games, and I want to, you know, do more of this. But I only know if you guys like it, if like you actually like check it out. So, oh, it's missing one too. Okay. That was what I was supposed to do. Alright. That was my bad. Okay. Can I turn it upside down? There we go. We're gonna put you in. We're gonna grab this. But yeah. Because, like, other games that I've been looking... So, like, to give you an idea of the game that I was planning... Because I did mention at the beginning of this stream that I was going to play another game, and then I saw this one. I was going to play Slime Rancher, actually. I was planning on playing Slime Rancher. But I was Like, I wasn't sure.
When I handed the phone back to Carmen, she seemed almost reluctant to take it from me.
So it's all working now, is it? I don't have to leave it to dry or let it cool down?
Nope, it's ready to go. It'll be ringing off the hook in no time.
That's if I can pay my phone bill anyway. And the rent and the suppliers. Anyway, take a seat and I'll be right with you. Your coffee's on the house.
I sat at one of the empty tables, while at the counter, Carmen had started dialing the phone.
Hello? How's my favourite sister doing today?
As she talked, Carmen became more and more tense. This didn't seem like a call for some cooking advice.
I know I still owe you from last time, but I can't afford to take part in the festival if I don't pay.
I could almost feel the eye roll at the other end of the line.
You don't need to be here though. Can't you just put the check in the post?
When the call ended, Carmen brought me my coffee, her hands trembling.
Sorry about that. My sister's decided to fly in for a visit. Oh god, I have to get ready. Actually, I might have another job for you. Can you come by tomorrow?
Call me. But basically, you know, like, I was planning on doing Slime Rancher, but I was very tense because initially I was going to do it, but then that was back when I had a lot more time. And then I got hit with a lot of stuff. And so I've just been managing for the most part, trying to do what I can, but you know,
The
I
next
can only
day,
do so much.
I'd promised Carmen I'd return to help her get the cafe ready for her sister's arrival. I was about to set out when I received an unexpected call from my hotel's reception desk. Apparently, another guest had asked for me by name. Curious, I took the creaking elevator up to the top floor and made my way to the room number they'd given. I knocked.
Are you here about the camera? It's about time.
The woman in front of me was immaculate, not a hair out of place or a crease to be seen.
My sister tells me you know how to fix things. I'd usually go to an expert, of course, but in this town...
So this was Carmen's sister? The two of them couldn't have been more different. Inside her room, I saw a beautiful reflex camera, any professional photographer's dream.
The viewfinder is completely dark. I can't see anything through it at all. I assume you can figure out what's wrong?
Yeah, I know how she feels. I have a camera that I still need to figure out how to fix it. My camera overheats to the point it will burn your hand. Like, I know that is like ghetto to keep something like that when it's like very visibly broken, but like it has so much sentimental value. I can't bring myself to like do that to it. It was the first camera my parents bought for me. Even though it was so expensive, it's like one of the most expensive gifts my parents have ever gotten me. Like, I deal with it.
I don't suppose you've fixed anything this valuable before.
I deal with it because it's, you know, it's very important to me. You know, you always treasure your first camera. Okay. There. But yeah, so I know how this lady feels because, like, as much as I would love to buy a new camera or like get my camera fixed, it is so expensive to fix it, and but I would never want to get rid of it because it's done so much for me. It's done so much for me. Let me see, am I missing something? Okay, let's see if I'm missing something. Doesn't look like I'm missing anything. I think I just have to put like a roll of film I just have to put a roll of film so it works and slide it back in. Yep, I was right. Okay. But yeah, like, so like maybe one day I'll get a new camera that doesn't burn my hands when I use it. But
I felt a
I don't
pang
know
of
if I would
envy as I handed the camera to Helena. I put my disposable to shame.
I picked it up on my first trip to Paris. It's a 1958 limited edition, the first of its kind. It cost me 3 months' salary, but it was worth it.
I had no idea what 3 months' salary meant to Helena, but I was pretty sure it was more than I could afford. It was strange, really, that we were even staying in the same hotel. I'd picked this place because it was cheap and cheerful, but surely she could afford somewhere better? She took some test shots, fiddling with the camera settings until she was absolutely satisfied.
This work is immaculate. At least there's one person in this town who knows what they're doing. Sending you to me might be the first thing Carmen's actually gotten right.
I wondered why Helena had bothered coming if she thought so little of her sister.
I hear nothing from her for weeks, and then when she finally does call me, all she wants is money. If she thinks I'm lending her another penny, she'll have to convince me it's not a total waste of time.
That didn't sound good. If Hurricane Helena was about to hit, I hoped Carmen was ready.
yeah. Life through a lens. Okay. But yeah, I know how that is, and you know, maybe one day I'll do some. I'll put away my old camera, but you know, for now it's the best camera I have in my disposal.
The sun was setting over Bella Riva by the time I reached Carmen's cafe. From the outside, it looked as quiet as ever, but inside, I found Carmen cleaning like her life depended on it.
Maria! Oh, don't mind all of this. If Helena finds one speck of dust in here, I'll never hear the end of it.
Carmen seemed pleased to see me, but I sensed the fidgeting tension beneath each sweep of her mop. Trying to live up to the standards of someone like Helena seemed like an impossible task.
I hope you didn't mind fixing the camera for her. She was furious when it broke. I really need this to go well. If she doesn't lend me the money, I don't know how long I can keep this place going.
Carmen led me to a back room, where she'd laid out the components of what looked like a neon sign.
I had this made when I first opened the cafe, but I'm hopeless with electronics.
So there was supposed to be a sign outside. This might explain the lack of customers.
I'd like to put it up before Helena gets here. Can you give it a try?
Yeah, definitely I can. All right. So you want to put this in. Let me look at the whole thing. Okay. So you go on the back, I believe. Right? No. You don't go on the back. Okay. So let me unscrew it first. Yeah, neon sign. That's a pain. It's beautiful, but like, I know how annoying it can be sometimes. My dad does like electrical type stuff, and he does like, he builds homes for people and all of that, and I know how this can be like annoying sometimes. Nope. And we're gonna go here. I think I glue this. Yeah, I glue this. Okay. I think that's enough. You go here. Okay. So then this wire should go to this wire. Yes. Okay. That wire does go to this wire. And then this screw goes into this screw. And then this screw goes into this screw. All right. And then we're gonna rotate this. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at rotating things in video games. Okay. Okay, I think that's normal. Maybe put Carmen And then that. Is it missing something? I feel like it's missing something.
I don't know, it's a bit, flat. Maybe if it flashes, it'll really catch people's eye.
Great idea. I think I have a spare part that could do that.
Okay, so we're doing a strobe? Okay. I guess, I hate the idea of something flashing. I have problems with, like, flashing lights. Like, my eyes can't handle it. And, like, I hate certain things that are, like, flashing for no reason. Like, when I did shows in theater, we made a rule where it basically said that we are not going to put any flashing lights or anything like that for reasons of, like, someone could have seizure or has ocular problems, and we didn't want that to happen. So we were like, yeah, we're just not gonna deal with that. Okay, and we're gonna put you right there. Glued you in. Okay, so now I gotta figure out how we do this. Okay, so we're gonna go like this. You're going in here. That. And then this. I think that's good. Alright. You go on here. We screw this in. I really one day want to have you guys, like, where I do, like, a stream. Like, a real stream. Like, not like... I'm not saying these aren't real streams, but, like, where, like, you're here... you're able to talk to me through YouTube.
It still needs something else. Maybe we can add one of these.
Okay, so we're adding another thing. Okay. We're just going to grab this. We've got... No, not what I'm trying to do. Okay. I think we want to go for... No, you don't want... Okay. Alright, I guess I have to flip it over first. That would make sense. Flip it over first. Get it. Man, she really, like, being picky with the sign. Like, girl, like, I understand you want to be able to use me while you still have the chance, but, like, can you, like, chill on the requests? You gotta chill on the requests, chick. But yeah. Oh, and by the way, you guys, I had an early Halloween, so I had so much fun having an early Halloween. I went to a haunted house, a very famous haunted house event. I will not be saying the name of it because, you know, people may judge my choices. But I had so much fun, and I loved going to, like, all the haunted houses. I went on a small ride. I was just like, oh yeah, like, my mom was like, went with me because, like, my mom is one of the coolest humans. She knows I love these scary things, and my dad is, like, not gonna go with me. So she goes and she comes with me. And the girl, my mom does it with, like, she didn't want to let me down. So she go with an infection. Like, she had, like, a mini surgery, and she had a mini infection and was taking a ton of antibiotics. And she, oh my gosh, she, like, braved through it. Because I was like, why don't we cancel the trip and change it to another day? because I didn't want her to feel bad. And she's like, no, I don't want you to cancel the trip. You deserve this. And she like braved through it. And I was like, oh my gosh, she is so wonderful.
It works. I'll screw everything together again and you'll be set.
Where's my mouse? There it is. But yeah.
The sign fixed, we headed outside and mounted it carefully over the cafe door.
Oh, that's perfect, Maria. It looks just how I imagined it. When I had this sign made, it all seemed so simple. Oh, I can't believe I might have to give it all up. I hope I've done enough.
The smile froze on her face as she spotted something over my shoulder. I turned to see.
Of course, my sister owns the only cafe in this entire town that isn't actually open.
For better or worse, Helena had arrived. Carmen opened her mouth to explain, but Helena swept indifferently past her. Finally pausing in the doorway, she turned back towards Carmen.
The first thing we're doing is getting rid of that hideous sign.
And with that, she disappeared inside. I hoped Carmen's chances of saving the cafe hadn't disappeared with her.
Oh, I was supposed to do it with an ice cream cone. I thought like a cocktail made more sense. Like the pizza slice didn't work. It doesn't really work because like that gives like pizzeria vibes. And ice cream seems like you're going to only go there for desserts. So I wanted to go for like cocktail because cocktail that could be coffee, that could be like a drink and stuff like that. And I assume this is supposed to be like one of these like something like a ricasico or like one of those like a Cuban bakery, like a Cuban bakery or a Spanish bakery. That's what I was getting with the vibe. So I was like, oh, why not? Everything is illuminated. Oh my gosh, we're gonna be doing what my brothers do. Yay! What my twin brothers do.
It was the day before the festival, and the whole town was busy getting ready. I had more work than I knew what to do with. When Joseph called with another job, I was craving the cool quiet of his and Izzy's seafront house. I barely reached their front door when I heard someone calling me. Psst.
Maria, I need your help. Quickly, it's top secret.
It was Izzy, peeking out from the side of the house. She beckoned for me to follow her.
Ooh.
She led me through to a beautiful, unruly garden overflowing with flowers of every color. Nestled among them was a playhouse, its doorway almost completely obscured by a towering rose bush.
I don't think that's unruly. I think that it is like very cured. Yeah, that looks like a interesting place structure. I don't know. I have always been sketched out by any like playground or play structure on like how well is this constructed.
You have to squeeze past it and breathe in real small, like this.
Izzy took in a big gulp of air and crawled through the gap and into the playhouse. I hadn't planned on crawling in the dirt today, but the life of a repairwoman never did run smooth.
But yeah, I've always like questioned how sturdy it is. Same thing goes for houses, but like that's why I can't handle the idea of a second-story house or second-story house. And I still have that fear with one-story houses, with like sinkholes like appearing all of a sudden and stuff like that. But like it's more apparent with like play structures where I'm like, I don't know how structurally sound this is.
Inside, there was an electronic toy. Not exactly the usual stock in my parents' antique shop.
I had an accident. I didn't do it on purpose or anything, but it won't turn on anymore. Can you fix it for me?
Yeah, let's fix this for you, Izzy. You deserve it. You need this. We want to help you. Okay, we're first gonna do this. Oh, your screen got smashed. Oh, you accidentally smashed your screen. Girly. Oh. Yeah, let's put this away. Let's take out the battery. Because we do not want any power being connected to this thing. Yeah. Okay, the music's burnt out. So let's take out the wires. Okay. We're gonna take out the music component. And to be safe, let's see. Oh yeah, the A button needs to be taken out. So let's first take out the A button. Because the A button needs some TLC. Alright, so we fixed that part. Alright, so now let's put the little motherboard in. We're gonna put this inside. We're gonna feed this wire to, I think it was this. I think this wire feeds to this. And then this wire feeds to here. I think. Hopefully I'm right. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Man, I probably should have memorized where things went. Ooh, yay. Well, good luck to me. Okay, let's take this out. This. No. You go in here. Good. So now, oh shoot, I don't remember. I think you were supposed to be this. No, you weren't. Yes, okay, so you were here. You were not there. You were here. And you were here. Okay, we got that. Now this one, so assuming that circuit breaker goes to 1, goes to 2, and okay. So I have it right. Or maybe I don't. I don't know. Who knows? That goes in there. This goes in here. This goes in here. And this goes in here. And we're going to turn this over. And we're going to grab you. And we're going to put it in.
Do grown-ups play games
Yeah.
as well?
Grown-ups play games? Why are you asking that question? Yep. Your Nintendo DS
Can you
works.
show me how to play? I tried before, but it was so hard.
Oh, are we playing a game? Oh my gosh. Okay. I think this is like their version of like maybe playing Pokemon? If that's right, then nope. Okay. Nothing in the fuzzy grass section. Okay, let's try this. Okay, I guess we took a picture. That's probably a boring game if like that's all you do. Like if that you barely got anything to do in this.
Toy fixed, I watched Izzy retreat into its screen, taking refuge in a 3-inch world of her own. Well, I'd better head inside. Your dad is waiting for me.
Please don't tell him about the game. He'll think I broke it on purpose.
Why would he think that?
Because, well, I kind of dropped it really hard.
Girl, that is not dropping it. But considering all you've been through, I would go to one of those rage rooms and just throw things at a wall. Maybe even smash a couple TVs. I get what you meant.
Izzy looked down, scuffing her shoes on the worn floor of the playhouse.
Girl, there's nothing wrong with getting mad but we need to do it in a healthy way.
My dad said I had to go to this stupid festival tomorrow and put on a stupid dress, and I don't want to. All he cares about is working. He never wants to see me unless it's for his job. I'm not going. He can't make me.
Girl, I know the feel. I'm not a dress person, And also, I'm not a I don't really go to parties or festivals. I can't handle it. The sensory overload I get from it is just like too much. I can't handle it. So, like, girl, I completely understand.
With that, Izzy dove back through the rosebush and disappeared into the wilds of the garden. She was so young. She couldn't be expected to see that her dad was struggling too. It made me think, had I really tried hard enough to understand my parents' point of view? I was so focused on the adventures ahead of me. Maybe I didn't care enough about leaving them behind.
Well, as long as you call them once in a while, like, you have to call them once in a while as long as you have a good relationship with them. But, like, if you call them once in a while, if you really feel bad about it, call them. Feel like they'll probably appreciate the call. Ooh, watch.
Leaving Izzy hiding in the garden, I walked around to the front of the house and rang the doorbell. It was only then I noticed my favorite overalls covered in grass stains. I scrubbed desperately, but it was too late.
Maria, what are you doing? What happened to your clothes?
I was, repairing a lawnmower.
How unusual. Well, do come in. The job I've got for you is a little more delicate.
Totally embarrassed, I walked into an orderly room filled with papers and ledgers. So this was his office. You must be so busy getting ready for the festival. Are you looking forward to it?
Of course. It's traditional for the mayor to judge food from every cafe and restaurant in town.
Yeah, but are you making sure you're giving your daughter enough time?
I'll be declaring the best chef in Bella Riva by this time tomorrow. Speaking of which,
He unclipped the watch from his wrist and very carefully handed it to me.
I'll have a tight schedule to follow, but my watch stopped working a while ago. Could you see if you can make it tick again?
Okay. Let's first take off the band, so that way it's a little easier. Love always. So I assume his wife must have given him this watch, because you wouldn't have an inscription like that if it wasn't your wife or your daughter who got you the watch. Heck, it might be a Joel and Sarah situation. Who knows? Oh yeah, this broke. Your watch broke, bud. Okay, that one I'm just gonna leave to the side, because it doesn't want me. Okay, let's go like this. Maybe if I... No, it really wants that. Okay. Can I just bang it off? Oh, okay. It was that easy. It was that easy. I could have just, taken it off. Oh my gosh. I could have just taken it off. Easy as that. Nope. That one broken. Okay. Well, you go here. We are going to... This one goes here. This one... no. You have nowhere to go. Okay. You... think go like that. No, that one doesn't work. You need you like that. Which then causes this to move. And then which causes that to move. Okay. I got it. Alright, good. So now we're gonna put this in here. No. Oh, okay, I need to take out this goes here. This Clock face goes here. Yes, it will, dude. Just give me a sec. I know this is probably your wife's last gift that she probably gave you. And it has, like, amazing sentimental value, but, like, you gotta give me a minute. Alright. Yeah, I can kind of figure, dude. I can kind of figure that's the case. That's why I'm telling you, please, can you calm down? We'll get this ticking and ready to go. Okay. I'm getting the hang of this slowly but surely. Like, how to not, like, make this thing hate me. And I think we just did the band now. No, I'm trying to wind the clock. Can you let me... No. Can I wind the clock? Are you gonna let me wind the clock? Okay, it's not ticking. Okay. So I think I'm missing... I think that gear needs to go in. After all. But I think on the backside probably. Alright. Glad we solved that. Alright. I never keep any watches on me anyways, because every single time I've ever had a watch, it stops working within a couple hours, no matter what I get. And it's not that I hit it or anything, hit it or do something to it to, like, it'll just be on my hand. Just sitting on my hand and it'll break because it's on my arm. Like, I've seen hands, like, every single time, hands fall down or, and stay, like, falling down, or, like, the numbers just completely stop. They just stop working completely.
As I handed the watch back to Joseph, my fingers traced over the engraving on the back. I hoped fixing this was one small way I could help him move forward.
I can't believe it's working, Maria. Thank you. My wife was a brilliant woman. Feeling this ticking on my wrist, it makes me feel like she's still here. Watches measure minutes and hours like they're infinite. I didn't know we had so little time. Even with Isabel, I barely see her. And when I do, she acts like she hates me.
Just then, the phone rang. Even when he was at home, his work was never done.
Sorry, Maria. I have to take this. I'll see you at the festival tomorrow.
Dude, you need to make time for your daughter.
As I left, I turned and saw him pacing the floor of his office, his watch glinting in the afternoon sun. I hoped its quiet ticking would at least bring him some peace during the busy days to come.
A fix in time. Oh. What is this? Is it a projector? I've never seen.
When my last job of the day brought me to Carmen's apartment, the door was opened by someone I didn't expect to see. Helena.
Oh. Helena. Okay.
Sorry for inflicting this mess on you. Carmen's never seen a knick-knack she doesn't want to buy, apparently.
Carmen's apartment was a little chaotic, but totally charming. It was easy to imagine her living in a place like this.
Yeah. Those are the best places, because those places, they're messy not because they are... because you're not keeping up with it. It's messy because you have your own way of organizing it, and it's a very unconventional way of organizing. That's how my room is.
It definitely wasn't Helena's style. She seemed more upmarket than flea market. I wondered why she was even here.
We're having a clear out, or at least I am. Carmen's not helping, as usual. There's a market at the festival tomorrow. I'm selling some of these things to make her some money. She says she has nothing when there's all this stuff right under her nose.
Helena stepped delicately past the items on the floor and reached down to pick up one from the pile.
Look at this slide projector. Our parents treasured it, but Carmen treats it like a piece of junk. Can you take a look?
She doesn't treat it like a piece of junk. It's just that there's probably a reason why she has it put to the side. Okay. Most things I knew how, I kind of had an idea of how you open it. This one, I have no clue how this is supposed to be opened. Like, I think I'm doing this right. Maybe I am.
Oh, typical. Carmen's even managed to get a slide stuck in here.
I feel like Helena just hates how Carmen lives her life, because Carmen, lives a life that's simpler.
Okay, I'll need to redirect the light to the lens at the top for the projector to work.
I guess mirrors. Okay, and we're gonna get this. Okay. That, and then this. And then we're gonna go like that, and we're gonna go like this. And then this then goes like
I was so excited when I moved to the city. Carmen, she looks so sad. Here's the clicker you'll need to attach. God knows how Carmen broke that as well.
I feel like she doesn't give her sister enough credit. Okay. Gotta take this out. Gotta move this like this. Then this goes like this. Then this goes like this. Then this should be here.
When we were younger, Carmen was always following me around.
It'd be nicer to your sister. She's just trying.
I suppose she looked up to me. A cool older sister.
Yeah, of course she looked up to you. She's an unconventional sister, but for you, but she honors you. And loves you.
She used to ask me when I was coming home, but I was always too busy.
Well, I'm glad that we're making progress. The therapy, you didn't have to pay for therapy bills, which that is a win. But yeah, this is stuff that you should resolve with Carmen, because you both need it. There. Slide projector.
Helena was transfixed, staring at the two young sisters the projector had brought glaringly into focus.
I never meant to let her down.
But you haven't, have you? You came all this way just to help with the cafe, plus the money.
That's the problem. There is no money. I lost my job a few months ago. My savings are almost gone. I have nothing.
Oh. Wow. Her lifestyle didn't pan out. And so partially she's hoping that Carmen's lifestyle pans out so that way they both can live.
Carmen thinks I'll throw my checkbook at her bad decisions and make them okay. But I can't. Not this time. You know, the funny thing is, I came here wanting to tell her the truth. But she's so infuriating. How can I ask her for help when all she cares about is herself?
Helena fell silent, shrinking under the gaze of her younger self, projected onto the wall.
We drifted so far apart when I moved away. It felt like the only thing keeping us together was my bank balance. I know I have to tell her the truth. It isn't fair. But I already lost everything else. What if I lose her too?
You're not gonna lose her. You guys are gonna grow together, and maybe you'll both work on the business. And by both working on the business and having someone that has the creative ideas, and then someone that is more of a accounting type person, it can keep the business together in a way that can fix it.
The day of the festival finally came, and after all my hard work, I was ready to put down my tools and pick up a fork. The smell as I entered the main square was incredible. Each stall was selling food even more delicious than the last.
Sounds like Carnival.
Competition would start any minute. Most stall holders were waiting anxiously for the mayor to pay them a visit. All of them, that was, except Carmen, who was still frantically chopping vegetables and stirring pots.
Maria! Thank God you're here. Can I ask you the world's biggest favour? Helena was supposed to help me run the store today, but she never turned up. Probably too ashamed to show her face. I can't believe she lied to me.
Carmen was stirring so furiously, she was in danger of tipping the pot over altogether.
The mayor will be here any minute for the judging, but I'm almost out of my special.
Aww. So Helena didn't even meet up with her because she was too scared to face her little sister.
She wasn't really going to ask me, was she? Not on my day off.
I have a stove ready to build and everything.
Okay. We'll see how this works. Okay, so this... I keep putting it down. Stop letting me put it down. Please let me.
It all fits. Now to light the gas.
Alright, let's light the gas. Okay, so let's first turn on contraption. Okay. We're gonna put this pot, that. Okay, so now we need broth. Can we pour it into? Okay. Okay, let's put this right here. Put the pot right here. There we go. We poured it into the pot. Maybe I just do this?
I think that pot is really boiling now. Smells great if I say so myself.
Okay. So now,
Here are the ingredients that Carmen's given me. What to add first?
alright. Okay. So it says half stick, 1/4 stick. I think 1/4 stick, I believe. I think they mean of butter. I see 2 broccoli florets. So let's do 2 broccoli florets. A handful of chopped tomatoes. I guess this 3 wild mushrooms, I believe. So 3 wild mushrooms.
That looks good. I'll scoop a spoonful when I'm ready to serve.
Okay, so we have 3 wild, the broccoli, the only thing we haven't done is plenty, and half. and the handful of tomatoes. I don't know what a handful means in this game, so I'm just gonna assume 1. I'm gonna assume this is what they mean. Half of. And then plenty of these. Okay, let's try it. Oh, I got it right on the first try. Great. Oh, gosh.
My part done, Carmen took over and added the finishing touches. It was just in time, as a moment later, Joseph arrived with Izzy in tow. Carmen anxiously handed them both a serving.
That was so tasty. Can I have some more, please?
Well, you've certainly earned yourself a loyal customer in my daughter. We have a few more meals to taste. So far, you're impressed. Good luck.
Joseph and Izzy looked so happy together. Maybe the festival was doing them some good after all.
Just as what I hope is Joseph and Izzy grow together, get closer together, using the festival as a facade to do it. Carmen is declared best in show, and because Carmen considered best in show, Helena and Carmen run this store together.
Carmen, on the other hand, seemed annoyed. But why, when it had all gone so well?
I wish Helena was here to see this. She's so convinced I'll never succeed at anything.
Girl, you have a different idea.
She wants what's best for you. She's just not very tactful about it.
Yes, I know. Even when I was a kid, she pushed me when no one else did. I just wish she hadn't lied to me. But then, I've asked so much of her over the years. I never stopped to think how much she actually had to give.
Yeah. Hello, Master Chef. Cool. Oh, a vinyl player.
The festival finished. I only had one day left before I had to catch my train and leave Bella Riva behind. I couldn't go without saying goodbye to Carmen. So, that evening, I made my way to the cafe. It was unrecognizable. She'd done it. Best food in Bella Riva. Half the town was outside waiting to see what the fuss was about.
Yeah.
Maria, my favorite sous chef. Come on through.
It was Carmen, acting every inch the successful cafe owner she deserved to be. Even Helena was there, serving the coffees. This was the last place I expected to see her after yesterday's drama. Carmen led me through to a balcony upstairs, where she brought out an old record player.
I found out where Helena was on the day of the festival. She was selling her camera to clear the cafe's debts. But then she didn't have much left for herself. So, I've asked her to come and stay with me for a while. We have a lot of catching up to do.
She sold her camera. Oh my gosh. That was a big thing for her to do.
I wanted to give her this, to cheer her up. We listened to it all the time when we were kids. Do you think it has one last tune in it?
Yeah, I think so. Let's do this.
Okay, let's see what happens when we turn this on. The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring.
Okay. So let's do this. So first... Okay, so it's definitely one of these where I have to take off that. We're taking off the stick. Yes. Okay, we put this. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely not connected properly. This should go here. Okay. The power that I guess that. And last but not least, okay. And then last but not least,
It's spinning the wrong way. How can I get it to play in the right direction?
okay.
It must be to do with the motor. Let's see if one of these spares can turn things around.
Okay. Let's first take out everything again. By the way, like, what type of music do you guys like to play? Like, write it in the comments. I really want to know, like, what type of music you guys like. Because, like, I like stuff that's, like, more heavy metal and stuff like that. And, like, it's different, you know, than what most people. Okay, we're going to take you out. We need a Model S5. No. Model S5W number. Okay. So it looks like someone tried to repair it before it messed up. And then where's the rubber band? Rubber band. That's not what it was intended. And this. Let's see how it works.
Well, it's playing in the right direction. I should check it's turning at the correct speed.
What will remain of these days? The sweetest word
There it is.
I've ever
The record player's crackling tune must have caught Helena's ear, as she appeared a few moments later.
Is that my old record player? I can't believe you've kept it all these years, Carmen.
Leaning over the music, they looked just like the young sisters the slide projector had preserved all these years, inseparable once again.
And that's the healing power of music.
Carmen told me about your camera. That was a really generous thing to do.
I loved that camera, but I love my sister more. Now it's her time to be the person she wants to be. I'm going to stay here with her for a while. Make up for lost time.
Carmen
That's
and
good.
Helena's relationship wasn't suddenly going to be perfect, but they were both prepared to try. And to think, it had all started because of a call Carmen made about some seasoning tips. I guess in the end, maybe it wasn't so hard to just pick up the phone and dial. I hadn't spoken to my own parents in a year. I wanted to hear their voices more than anything.
Yeah, do it, girl.
But the silence between us was so cavernous. I didn't know how I'd ever find the words to bridge it.
Just try. It's better to try. I have friends that I don't talk to in years, and then I'll talk to out of the blue, and then I'll talk like if no time pass, and just see how they're doing. It's not as hard as it is
My
once
final
believed.
morning in Bella Riva, I received one last call out to Joseph and Izzy's house. I knew I had to pack, but I figured I could squeeze in one final job before I had to leave. When I arrived, I found Joseph tidying up his wilderness of a garden. The playhouse was already cleared. Inside, I could see Izzy happily testing out her screw-driving skills on the back of her cassette deck.
You've made quite the impression. Izzy, tells me she's going to be a repairwoman like Maria.
I'm sure she could be anything she wanted if she put her mind to it.
Yeah, definitely.
She could. She's a brilliant child. Spending the day with her at the festival, I haven't had so much fun in ages. I wanted to give her something before she starts to forget.
Inside, the house was transformed, flooded with light and the sounds of the garden. It felt alive again. This would be my last repair in Bella Riva, but it felt like it was the house that had really been restored.
Yeah, you restored the relationship.
It's a music box. It used to play beautifully, but now when I wind it up, nothing happens. I'd love for Izzy to hear it sing again. Can you help?
Yes, we can. All right, let's turn this over. See what happens when we press the button. Nothing. Okay. Has a dove. Okay. Oh, it seems like everything fell apart.
Maria, could you add this family picture of us?
Yeah, most definitely. We can do that. Let's glue it in. Let's glue it in. Yeah. This. And then this one. Alright. And let's open this up. Alright, let's take off the base. Oh, we're putting that to the side. We're going to put you in here.
This mechanism is completely broken. I'll need to take it all apart before I can fix it.
Yeah. Let's do this. So first we're going to you gotta, okay. First take out the broken ones. Broken pieces. And then we're going to go in. We're going to go okay, and then there. That should do it. Okay. Alright, and then we're going to turn this upside down. We're going to put this here. I never really had a jewelry box like this. Nothing ornate like this. Like, I know some families, they have this at their home and it's kind of cool, but me, I never had this type thing. Okay. There. And I think it's ready. So we're going to close it. And we're going to put the key. Is there something wrong? And then lastly, now the bird should come out. But the bird's not coming out. Oh, this is in wrong. That's what it is. What is causing this to not... It should not be upside down. Okay, so we're gonna do is I think what we're supposed to do is unhook it. Because something's missing. It's playing, but it's not doing anything. Okay, so it's not turning the way it needs to. That's what's happening. Okay. Alright, so you definitely need to be here. Let's try this configuration. No. Still not doing it. Let's try. That goes there. This goes here. That. Let's try. Yeah. That works. Okay. So now, yeah, that's what it should look like. There. And then we flip you over. We get this in. And then this in.
I think that's everything back together again. I should play it to make sure.
I hate whenever I try to have to do that.
My wife used to sing this song to Izzy each night before bed, but I always worked too late to join them. Will you dream a dream for me? If I sit by your side, I've missed.
Oh, so endearing.
I've missed so much already. I want to be the father my wife wanted me to be.
Well, you still have a
I've ended up
chance.
so much like my own father, working all the time. Izzy needs me more than that, especially now it's just the two of us.
Yeah.
My daughter comes first. Well, until she gets bored of her stuffy old dad anyway.
Oh, she'll never get bored of you.
I'll never ever get bored of you, Dad.
Yeah.
Came running into the room where Joseph scooped her up and onto his shoulders. She gazed at the music box, her eyes shining. I'd never seen her look so happy.
Thank you, Maria, for everything. The things you fixed for me. I'm so glad to have them back.
Joseph was a good father, and I could tell he was determined to be an even better one. When it came down to it, that was all any of us wanted. A second chance to make something right. My time in Bellariva was almost over, but before I left, I knew there was something of my own I needed to fix.
Finally. Thank you for the music. Departure.
My time in Bellariva was almost at an end. Another chapter finished in a story whose ending I hadn't felt ready to write. The people I'd met, the items I'd restored, they'd taught me so much about what was really important.
Yeah.
Pulling out my suitcase from beneath the bed, I remembered the day I stole it from my parents' shop, the day I left. Afterwards, I was too ashamed to call them, to apologize. It was a guilt I'd been carrying around every day since. As I packed, I knew that it was up to me to find a way to lighten the load.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do this.
recipe for Carmen's special. I'm under strict instructions to guard it with my life. My parents would love Bellariva. Maybe I can convince them to make the trip. Helena gave me these designer shirts. Not sure I'll pull them off as well as she does.
Aww.
Joseph's idea of light reading for the train. It does look thorough.
Aww. History of watches.
My train ticket. Can't believe it's time to leave Bellariva behind.
Yep.
Izzy gave me this in exchange for my repair manual. She'll be a pro in no time.
Yeah, definitely she will. She gave us
Soundtrack to my travels.
her cassette tape.
I'll be listening to this on the journey. My suitcase was full, but it was my heart that felt heavy as I made my way to the station. I was sorry to be leaving Bellariva behind, but I hoped that in my own small way I'd made a difference.
You definitely did.
Helena and Carmen's reunion was possible because they'd learned to overcome their differences.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph had realized he shouldn't let his grief or his work get in the way of his relationship with Izzy.
And you made it happen.
They'd each learned to see things from someone else's perspective. Maybe it was time I saw things through my parents' eyes. I knew it would be easier to jump on the next train, put even more distance between us, but I finally felt ready to talk to them. I just didn't know if they would feel the same. Did I even remember their number? I wasn't sure until I reached for the phone and it all came flooding back.
Yes, I'm gonna dial.
Mom? Dad?
Maria,
Oh.
is that you?
It's so beautiful. Please, thank you to all these creators. They did an amazing job on this game. Like, it was a wonderful game. I enjoyed the colors. I loved the design, and it was just so beautiful. Like, the story, it was wonderful. So, like, please clap for these people. They did an awesome job on this game. And click finish. Only a phone call away. Oh, we have one more. Carmen's letter. One more. Maybe a relationship brewing. Mm-hmm. Yes. So, wait, we're Carmen? We're Carmen and we're trying to, like, build it? Okay. This... No, it won't. It won't. I'll tell you that. It won't be easy. Knowing how this goes. Oh, okay. So we gotta unscrew this part. I swear, Carmen never learned her lesson. She didn't learn her lesson from last time. Pretty simple. Sure, it's pretty simple. Okay. So I assume... Nope. we're gonna go. Okay. Okay. Actually, I think I put the wrong one. Take that out. Put this one, because this one does that. I swear. Come on. No? Okay. So I think this one was wrong. This one goes here, which then goes there, which then that goes there, right? And then this should go here, which then goes here, which then goes here. All right, and then let's unscrew this part. There. Did it. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, so I guess this one goes here. No, this one, or go somewhere. We're just gonna put a bunch of wires and call it a day. This goes here. This goes, I'm just gonna make it go here. And this goes here. And then you, nope, yep, and that looks good. So then this goes back on this. We screw that back in. We screw this back in. We put this back in. And let's hope I put it in correctly. Are the circuit lights all green? Nope. Okay. Okay, of course. I gotta take this out. Yeah, I get it. I get it, Carmen. I get it. I know what you're trying to say. Oh. Because I'm missing. Okay. There. Okay. So you... Okay. So I think this one goes there. Yes. Okay. And last one goes there. All right, that should do the trick. Hopefully. I don't want to have to do this again. And then all right. Yep. And yep. Oh, we're making coffee. Okay. I think this goes in here. We go like, oh, I think mistakes were made. I forgot a crucial step of the coffee making process. Needs a cup to, you know, hold the contents of the thing. Okay. Oh no. Am I going to have to make it? Am I going to have to foam it? Oh fuck. I think it's like that, and then you're supposed to like, and then like that, and then that, and then that kind of looks like what I'm trying to do. Yeah, sure. Sure. I tried. It looks nice. True. True. Oh. Oh, a wonderful picture of them. I hope they are well. Coffee break. Complete epilogue. Oh. Well, I was gonna go and put it to the first screen, but I don't know what to do. But thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video, you know, stay tuned. I'm still figuring out when I'm gonna be posting, but stay tuned, and I'll have more videos like this coming out soon. So have a wonderful day and subscribe. Bye.